Hello, hello. Happy 420. Bah. Sorry, Fluffy. I belched at the beginning again. Happy 420, everybody. I found some nice copyright-free, supposedly, 420 music for the top of the show. For when I share out all the lankies. Hope everybody's having a great day. A great 420, baby. Yeah. 420, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 420, baby. Why isn't my chat working? Why isn't my chat working? There we go. There's my chat. So we are getting a little dubious today. Just so everybody knows, dubious. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. A little smoky. So I hope everybody's ready for that. A little me on a little smoky smoke. Let's see if I can keep the show together. Haha. Alright, let me share out these links. Today we are talking about two different people, two wildly different people, I would have to say. Andrew Schulz and Akash Singh from Flagrant, as well as your boy Ali Alexander, who's been in the news, I'm sure you've seen. This guy's real dirty, real nasty, pervy, right-winger. Love it, love it. We love the nasty, dirty right-wingers because we destroy them. We destroy them. Yeah! So I hope everybody loved that little 420 sample at the beginning. I don't know if you'll notice, but we've got a little camera tilt, a little different angle here. I'm getting ready to move here soon. So I wanted to experiment a little with how the camera looks and works in different angles and different places and blah, blah, blah before I get out of this place so that at the next place in the new studio, we can kind of have an idea of what I can do. I've got two cameras now too. I don't know if that's going to play a role or not, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, happy 420 yet again if people are still tuning in. It is the 420 morning show. I hope you have coffee with your marijuana and your weed and your sabada, you know, all of your legal stuffs, all of your legal fun out there. I hope you guys are all having legal fun. All the fun I'm having today is legal, medically sponsored, legal for my brain, okay? So, you know, we get to celebrate a little on 420 in Ohio medically. So just remember that if you're wondering out there, oh my God, I can't believe he's doing that. Well, it's medically provided. So suck it, bitches. I think we're far enough in. That's 3 minutes. Suck it, bitches. Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing good. None of you that are here right now are bitches. Of course not, because I love all y'all. Doggo, sweater vest, Fluffy already hitting me with a burping. You know, it's 420, Fluffy. You better let me hang loose here, okay? You know, there'll be a little burping, a little smoking, a little whatever. Got the suspenders on. I've got hydration, so we'll be hydrated here. Don't have to worry about that. And then I've got all kinds of fun, so we'll be having fun throughout the podcast. Like I said, Ali Alexander and Andrew Schulz. Now, I was going to look at this Andrew Schulz stuff with Kev. What I wanted to do was there was this new clip out, or a new video out by this. We'll see who it is. His name's like Comedy Entertainment or something like that. We'll see his channel when we look at the video. But this video came out and it was like criticizing Andrew Schulz podcast with Whitney Cummings recently. Okay. And, I'm being asked medical conditions. What's the thing? HIPAA. I don't have to release my medical conditions to anyone, okay? So you just have to believe me. Anyways, there was this video that came out criticizing Andrew Schulz, and for his Whitney Cummings podcast he had recently, he had her on, and the way they go back and forth with each other was hilarious. And I watched it in this guy's video. Very good video. Well, we'll go through it, and I just kind of want to, chat about the back and forth here, and we'll have the fun while we're doing it. But, yeah, their exchange made me think, like, dude, if this is how he acts towards all of these people that are supposedly his friends, especially, like Whitney Cummings, I thought they were chill. Andrew Schulz and her especially, so... No, apparently. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. You can make your own judgment, but I just thought it was very interesting the way this guy laid out this video and made it look like, this is just footage from the pod, as you'll see. She sounds and looks pretty awkward throughout the whole thing, so we'll watch here, but it made me want to deep dive. Okay. Oh, well, maybe he does this all the time. Maybe this is his style, which it kind of is. We'll see. But it made me be like, well, is this guy a weirdo? Like, is there anything going on here? Is he just an asshole? Blah, blah, blah. So I took a little dive. And I ultimately found out, we'll get to that, what I ultimately found out. But I looked into his co-host, because I thought it was just Andrew Schulz's podcast, to be honest. Flagrant, I thought it was just him. Well, there's a name tacked on with him, Andrew Schulz and Akash Singh, which I don't know if I've seen this guy around before. I've probably seen him on clips of this show. It's just I'm not really a big fan. I don't really know much about it. So I thought, okay, well, I have to look into him too. And this guy seems a little worse than Andrew Schulz, to be honest. With the way he acts. But I've got a nice clip of him getting heckled, melting down, and then like thinking it's a big W for him. So we'll look at that too. But without further ado, let's pull up this The Most Intense Podcast in Flagrant History video. And like I said, this guy's video is very interesting. His name is Comedy Enforcement, okay? Comedy Enforcement. So kind of like content cop for comedians. Haha, Comedy Enforcement. He's enforcing the law here. So let's check out. I've got timestamps here. Like I said, this is Whitney Cummings and Andrew Schulz going back and forth. This comedy, what did I say it was? Comedy Enforcement. This guy constructs it all together here, and I went through his video and kind of pulled the parts that I thought were interesting. So at 1:35 here, let's scroll on through just a tad. We'll get into basically the first confrontation he shows between them. I think some of these clips are a little out of order during the entire podcast, but this is the first interaction that he kind of shows us. So let's watch here. Let me switch. And we've got our man, Comedy Enforcement here. Okay, and yeah, let's check this out.
Let's get started.
Don't do the golden retriever outside the car window on the highway face. Just
so I do want to say there's no confusion here, where I know that they're comedians. I know that there's a little bit of this back and forth, and you can tell that these guys do this on the regular, especially Andrew. He does this to all of his fans, apparently. There was another funny clip maybe we'll get to where he brought a clown into the interview with Bert, and the meltdown there was more about Bert than it was about Andrew. So I didn't really bring it in, but it was pretty funny. Anyways, let's listen to them go back and forth. A little banter here.
Let's just talk to each other.
I love that you just called me a dog and like that was like, let's not pretend that you have become a complete dork. I listened to your last episode where you guys were like, oh, we're talking about why women are more admitted into college more and that men don't. Who gives? When did you guys become such dorks?
So she's coming out hot, which I think, like I said, this is kind of a thing that he does on his show. You know, it's very combative. So she comes out swinging here a little bit with a little heat. He called her a dog right off the bat. So I feel like it's all fair game right now, right? Everything's pretty above board with this conversation so far. Let me pull up the next timestamp just so I'm not sitting here through all this and forcing you guys to see anything that you don't want to see. 341 will be the next. So let's continue on. They have a little bit more to say here.
Who cares?
Can I say, objectively speaking,
Sure.
you are annoying. No. Objectively speaking, I said that I think you're in great shape. Your biological age.
So, you know, you're annoying, and then kind of rolls it back with well, you're in great shape at least, or whatever. But again, like, it's one thing to come straight out and be like, tell somebody like, hey, you're annoying. I don't know if you've ever okay. I'll be forward. I've experienced it before where my wife is constantly annoyed by everyone. So I see her and she never would tell anybody like, you're annoying, you know. But I will say I've been in situations, imagine this, where somebody's been like, you're annoying or whatever, rubbed the wrong way by my personality. Okay, whatever. And it's an interesting feeling. I mean, maybe not as many people have experienced it as I have, considering I'm just loud and outgoing. I don't mind, being that guy. So yeah, I've been told, oh, you're annoying by somebody before. And it hurts, especially when you're not trying to be. Most of the time, there are some times where, yeah, maybe I'm trying to be annoying, to someone specific. But most of the time, I'm just being myself. And when you're just being yourself and somebody kind of hits you with that, oh, you're annoying or whatever, that hurts. That doesn't feel good. So to tell somebody on your show, in the middle of filming, like, hey, you're annoying, by the way. And then obviously he's trying to roll it back here, but I can imagine that rubbed her the wrong way. I wouldn't like that at all. But it is what it is. I'm getting splashed with water here and everything, so they're having fun. Again, I'm trying to stick to that idea, like they're having fun here, right? This is fun. This is the idea of the show, okay? So he calls her annoying, and they kind of riff a little bit more here. So let's finish out this little segment.
There's got to be at least. I got upset because you're obviously. Are you in a relationship? What's going on? Why do you look at me with these faces like it's difficult?
She can't control that.
Is listening hard for you? This is what it looks like when you're listening. This is you listening, right? This is you. I'm not talking. What do I do with my face while the other people talk?
She's been hanging out with the Whitney robot too long. That's what it is.
That's the problem.
So right away,
So I won't let your boy go into it too far here because if you want to see his commentary, go check out this video. Very good video. Their back and forth there is hilarious. And I mean, like, to not only call somebody annoying, but then to follow it up with like, well, he tried to fix it a little bit, but then it was like, oh, well, nah, there's no fixing it. He just leaned into it a little bit further, saying her faces are dumb or whatever. Her listening face is like, God, what am I supposed to do? I can't talk. I probably have that face sometimes with Kevin. Honestly, I can imagine that I'm sitting here sometimes doing the show, and it was like last week with the saxophone. I have my little thing, my little moment at the beginning, and then he comes out with the phone, and I don't know what to do with myself, so immediately I resort to belching into the mic, which, I mean, I'm fine with that. That's my content, okay? Belching into the mic. So I did that a little bit, but yeah, I mean, maybe it was a little bit of like, what do I do with myself? I'm sitting here letting Kevin do his thing. What do I do with my hands and my mouth? And I'm on a show. So yeah, I feel Whitney a little bit, you know, maybe I empathize with Whitney, you know, weird, huh? But Andrew here is on one. And again, let me reiterate, this is how the show is. So we'll see how much worse it gets here between these two. Let me see. My next clip, I have 341, so a little bit further in. It'll be another interaction between these two that goes great. Let's check this out.
Like, being a stand-up as a woman, it's not a business. It's not a viable.
Yeah. Can you tell us how hard it is? Like,
I'm not saying it's hard.
Tell us how hard it is to be a female comic. Like, that's what we love to listen to.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's hard to be.
It's so tough on the road.
No, it's not.
See, he's so full of shit. I mean, again, it's like his shtick, right? To be just so absolutely hated. It's so tough for women comics out here. That's what we all want to hear. I love that. Like, come on, man. Damn, boy.
What I said. What are you doing?
Trying to tell you to go back to the hotel.
No one knows.
This is so different than being a woman anywhere else in life. Listen, it's tough being a female comic.
Is this like the new Adderall? Is this like the new
Adderall?
Is this
Adderall? I want Adderall.
I mean, I feel this, and we'll continue to feel this as we watch the rest of this here. I mean, they are both very high energy, okay? Like, I mean, I guess I don't know Andrew Schulz that well. This is why we're looking into some of this. But Whitney, I know, high energy, you know, going. So, them together, it's a lot of like, you can't really quite understand everything that they're carrying on about. But, the Adderall joke really hit with me because it is like, damn, what are you guys on that you have this much energy for each other? It gets much worse from here, okay? So this is just like tip of the iceberg shit. It gets much more personal, and I think they both kind of jab each other with some personal things. So we'll get into that. We're going to look at chat here, and then we are going to... maybe I'll turn on the fog machine for a second, okay? I don't know if you guys have been a fan of the show for that long, but used to bring out the fog machine every once in a while. Yeah, there'll be some fog machine today. Let's get into that in a second. Let's see who's in chat. Doggo, what up? Sweater Vest Quartet says, sup. Nice to see you. Poland Springs, always coming at me with the show notes. You know how it is. Vault Wanderer, nice to see you. Sweater Vest Quartet says, Whitney can be incredibly cringy, even when people aren't being confrontational with her. So combine that with Schultz's crassness, and it's a recipe for some nutso stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good way to put it. It will continue to devolve from here, especially based on those two. Like, Whitney can be incredibly cringy, and Schulz is very crass. I mean, yeah. I like Whitney for the most part. And again, I'll share my conclusion after we watch Akash's clip as well. But, you know, I'm definitely all right with Whitney. She's pretty funny, and she's good with dogs or whatever. I guess she like rescues dogs and shit. That's very admirable. I like that. That's like a +1 for her. So let's keep looking here. I have to go Sean Kemp's dumb weed store. Okay. Happy 420 at Sean Kemp's dumb weed store. Poland Springs says, you are annoying, but it's fine, Danny. Don't let it get to you. So I won't let it get to me. Good morning. Sad I missed the 69 episode. Isn't it funny that the 69 episode is the week of 420? I thought it was pretty funny. But yeah, Hash says happy holidays and sad that she missed the 420 special. So, speaking of 420 special, we're taking a second. On the mic here. So it's closer to me when I'm down here fucking with the fog machine. You guys can't see what's going on besides my back, but I hope you guys like the fit today, okay? I was inspoed by something. If you know what I was inspired by for today's outfit, sound off in the chat here. Fog machine. The fog machine's on. So there's cough directly into the mic. That's what 420 is, baby. So, as you'll see, not only will this conversation devolve with Whitney and Andrew, but my mental fortitude and ability to guide this show is going to devolve as well as we go forward. So keep that in mind. Vault Wanderer says happy weed day. Happy weed day. Just celebrate it a little bit. It's rude and disrespectful to try to See, I can't even speak today. That's what's going to go down for the rest of the episode. It's rude and disrespectful to steal Kevin's spotlight by burping through his alto sax playing. I agree. That was a big misfire by me. Should have never belched through Kevin's beautiful solo because it was beautiful. I have to admit, very beautiful. I was touched in my emo heart on episode 69. Hash, if you haven't seen it yet, go watch. Check it out. 69 special was great, and we have some great art there on the front. I love that. Let's see. Hash says, is he on coke? Andrew Schulz could very well be on coke. I don't know if that's how it works or not. You could tell me. I'm not a big fan of Flagrant, if anybody knows. Let's see. I want that new Adderall. Yeah, that new. Somebody shared like a blue pill or red pill. I think it was somebody shared it in the Discord. I can't remember. But blue pill oxycodone or oxycodone or whatever. Red pill Adderall. I'm team red pill all day when it comes to those kind of pills. Now, I'd rather be up focused, all that shit, than into couch or, incapacitated or zonked, whatever your wordage is there. Let's see. Fuck yeah, I'll be making my own fog. So get down on the fog. Shouldn't be accusing him of being on Adderall. Whitney's high as a bird. Both Schulz and Whitney are almost unwatchable when they just yell. Yeah, Bex, I don't think you're too far off there for sure. And this is a lot of it too. Like, this is what that is. They just flip out on each other in their concoction of drugs and Adderall, prescription drugs, maybe all legal medical drugs. You never know. I don't know these people. Let's see. It was perfect. I'll hate myself forever for missing it live. Oh, Hash did catch it then. Thank you so much. Misty from Pokemon. Yes, that was my inspo. Yeah, I never would have thought of that, The higher I get, the more I will be. I wish I had red head hair. I wish the egg warning. I wish the egg head was red. But my beard is red. My beard and my mustache get like hints of red throughout it. So, yeah, I could have red hair like Misty, okay? It would be not even close to the amount of hair she has on her head. But, Cheech, Poland Spring says, ooh, interesting. It's Adolf's birthday too. Unfun fact. That is an unfun fact. It's not a good look though. Thank you, Poland. Let's see. Whitney, obviously, she's super talented, and sometimes I love her, but there are multiple pods where she comes on and I can't finish them. She just irks me, including her own. she has a lot of good people on her show. She seems to go on a lot of good podcasts. I don't chase her content, but she doesn't. Yeah. I think I'm kind of with you, just lukewarm about her. Ethan Klein cough. That's not an Ethan Klein outfit, unfortunately. I wish that was what my inspo was. Did you or did you not get diagnosed with IBS to get the medical marijuana license? You know, I have lots of problems, okay? So let's just say that IBS isn't. IBS is just the tip of the iceberg, baby. Let's keep going. Fog it up, everybody. I'm Misty post-op. Holy shit. We have to watch out for Sweater Vest Quartet Red Death Mask in the chat here because he said Misty post-op, and while I want to hilariously bust out laughing at that, somehow I feel like that joke is insensitive to someone, so I won't laugh that hard. Maybe just a little.
Doinks.
Bruh. Titties.
There you go. Break the ice with that one. Danny cosplaying as a 10-year-old girl. Yikes. You know, I feel like if I was cosplaying as a 10-year-old girl, I would have shaved the mustache. Okay. That's a starter. First off, if I was cosplaying as a 10-year-old. Misty. Because it's not Misty. But the mustache would have been gone. Okay. And I think the outfit much skimpier than what I got going on here. So just think about that, okay? That would have been the 10-year-old cosplay. Shitberg, good thing I can laugh and no one will know. Danny and Salvo, same stash. Coincidence. It must be an Ohio thing, I guess. Anyways, after the chat detour, let's get back in to a little bit of their back and forth here because I love it. I love it. Whitney and Andrew, here we go. Let's get right back into their conversation.
You got a wonky badge.
No,
this
I'm on 3 Zins.
You know, LAPD. I mean, their whole thing is like you don't really need like BB gun I have loaded, but if you have a gun, like that solves half of your problem.
I feel like you're having 4 different conversations with yourself right now.
You know what? First of all, how dare you? I came in here. I'm being attacked by you, motherfucker.
I just sat down. You said I went high.
See, here's where they start yelling at each other, and it becomes you can't get anything out of it. Grabbing the keyboard here. So yeah, dude, like that part too is so cringy where he's like, you're having like 5 different conversations with yourself right here. It's like, bitch, if it was me and I go on somebody's show and they say that to me, wow, what are you having? Like, you know, it depends on the vibe, okay? I think she kind of handles herself pretty well here because if the vibe that she's been describing was how I was feeling and I was on a show like this, you know, I felt like I was constantly on defense and combating these guys or whatever. They're coming at me left and right, criticizing everything I say. The moment you say something like that, I'm going off. I'm losing my mind. I'll give you a show, you motherfucker. Because I would have been like, fuck you, dude. I was like, your show sucks so bad, I have to sit here and carry the conversation just so you guys can pick apart and yell and scream over top of everything I'm trying to say. I would go the fuck. I would lose my mind on these motherfuckers. So let's listen to a little bit more.
And touch you.
Girl?
Yeah, I mean, it's like
You know what that
my
proves
mom
to me,
just died.
honestly?
Yeah.
Don't do the mom died thing and now we got to feel bad.
But I don't. Why you did that? I feel
Don't
great about
do
it.
that.
It's a relief.
See, he just keeps going relentlessly. So it's like, what the fuck, dude? It don't matter. You call her out. She expresses she feels uncomfortable, and then instantly you're like, well, pile on a little bit more. We're going to skip forward just a tad. There's another clip that I wanted to get to at 5:37 here. So, if we scroll forward just a tad after this elegant mystery man in the dark here, comedy enforcement. Look at this guy. I need a set like this. No likes.
Appreciate that. Thanks.
And then I was like just attracted to such more like
He said go subscribe and everything. So you guys should go subscribe to this channel and watch this video, by the way.
extreme, like intense people, like addicts, like motorcycles, shit
Veterinarians?
like that.
When did you get
He
on?
was a rock climber too. He was a rock climber
Don't
too.
do that. Don't you dare do that. It's not a rock climber in the 1700s when we didn't have cables and shit.
What's going on? Did
I need to know what's going on. You come on here, you say you're a big old bull dyke out of the nowhere.
Hold on.
So big old bull dyke. I mean, he's going there. He's going there hard. But Whitney's about to come in with the clencher, I feel like.
I'm not a bull dyke.
Come on.
Did Emma take down your Die Hard poster? What's going on? What's going on at home here?
You come in.
What is going on at home?
You come in and you...
I feel it. I feel that energy. I mean, they've been back and forth with each other so much up to this point, and just like he's constantly at her throat. Yeah, you're taking something out on me, aren't you, you motherfucker? What, you're not getting laid at home, Andrew? You're not getting enough fucking punani going on? What's going on here, dude? I mean, for real, what's chat say about this? Hep C? I don't have Hep C, okay? Get real, Poland. Quit guessing my medical history. It's not happening. The only medical history you know about is this. That's what the medical card is for. It's for this, okay? It's for me to cope with this. With this. I wonder if I can get the fucking light to shine off it anymore. Chrome dome it. Okay? That's why I have the medical card. To keep my brain straight because it's fucking bald and exposed to the elements, okay? Goodness gracious. See, this is what happens. You've got me on a tear now, okay? Now I'm pissed. All right? 3 zins. I'm 3 zins in and I'm pissed. If he was an asshole off camera too, and it didn't seem like a bit, I'd just leave probably. I don't know this dude though. And I think that's part of it. Like, that's the thing with shows like this and things like this. Flagrant, to begin with, I think is known as like, you're coming on this show and that's what these guys do. They fucking pick apart your shit. They bark at you. They fucking do this and that. So I think you know what you're getting into to an extent. Okay, Hash. But, you know, there's always moments where you can kind of like, it's all reading into it, okay? This is all obviously us smoking on 420 and reading into it a little bit. But you can see the uncomfortability on her face and like his reactions that are very like, what the fuck did you just say? Like very reactionary, which I think is also part of his shtick. But that's what this guy's trying to say here, really, is like, are we seeing anything here with like the way she's reacting and the way he's reacting, or is it just a bit? Who knows? I don't know. Yeah. Again, I guess I'll just spoil it here. If he was an asshole off camera too, I kind of looked into him a bit, and I don't think there's anything more than like the typical. I mean, comedians are always constantly criticized for, you know, what they've said, or like they might be disgusting to women. That's a trope with comedians, disgusting to women or anyone really. But I didn't find much on Mr. Andrew Schulz, and honestly, when I was looking for like more stuff to really go in on and like more hit piece material, his show is a lot of this. It's much more tame. You know, it's much more tame than this specific clip that we're looking at usually. But he is very, I mean, it's all like this. This is all kind of normal for what he does. Okay, so yeah, you're reading into it a little bit if you know, you have to kind of take their reactions and roll with it a little bit, like Comedy Enforcement is doing here. But it is kind of funny to look at. Let's sorry. Let's go forward just a tad. So at 7:18, gloves are off with Andrew. Or gloves are off, Andrew went Hollywood is what I put for this. So that would be 7:18. See, this me annotating in my doc is supposed to make it all go faster, and it doesn't seem like it's working today on 420 apparently. All right, so let's watch. There's my boy again. Comedy enforcement. What a dog. I wish I had a name like that. Like, you know, Clout Route is the name of like the overall thing. You know, we do the Clout Route podcast. This is the Clout Route morning show. I'm not Clout Route. You don't call me Clout Route. You know what I mean? So he's comedy enforcement. He is comedy enforcement. I love that.
Not funny.
Something.
I got a lot of lectures from
Oh, he just commented on my critique, I think. It was meta. It was like in video, he says, not funny to what I had to say.
Andrew Hollywood's dead, the movie business is dead, it's over, until he starts getting offers to be in movies, in which case it's not dead. I'll move anything around to go to Atlanta for 2 hours to wait in a trailer for 5 minutes of screen time. Yeah. So now, he used to be like cool, like now he went into Hollywood where everything is like all backwards,
and he answers.
Backwards and whack, and now all of a sudden he's like, I'm Hollywood guy. Like,
listen. You're right.
By the way,
Wait, okay. This is another thing, too, and maybe I'll look it up here while we're on the show. I didn't quite think about it until now, but is he that Hollywood? Like, Andrew Schulz. I still didn't know that he was in much besides his dumb podcast or whatever. Like, is he doing a bunch of stuff? Obviously, he has some stand-up. I mean, the stand-up seems like... Here, let's go to his IMDb. Pull up his IMDb here. The stand-up seems like the most of it. Oh my God, what the fuck are they showing on here? Sneaky Pete. I've never heard of Sneaky Pete. Let's see. You People, Feast of Seven Fishes, Sneaky Pete, Benders, Victor, Today's Special. I mean, nothing. So nothing. You're a nobody. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know what Andrew Schulz really gets into besides this. What made him go so Hollywood, I guess. If anybody knows, let me know. But here, I'll pull this back up here. Let's listen to them go in on each other just a tad bit more. Andrew's Hollywood.
You're right. I did it. I found
he's
a
Hollywood
way.
guy, but every movie he shoots is like in Canada, Calgary. Like, where's
Yeah,
this
this
shit
is what
coming
I'm
out,
saying.
dude? Is this shit for Tubi? Like,
Yes.
what? No, it isn't.
Yes. Well, kind of. Tubi got the rights to it. Yeah.
You know, in the green room.
So, now that's a good one. If you ask me, because she's like, what is this shit for, Tubi? I don't even think she was being serious when she said that, but he's like, well, yeah, they got the rights. They got the rights, baby. So, yes, Tubi exclusive. Look out for Big Hollywood, Andrew Schulz and his Tubi exclusive. I love that. So, let's look at chat a little bit. I don't know what that's about. Why are we watching Danny watching another guy comment on this? Yeah, well, we haven't listened to any of the other guy talk about it. Poland, thank you very much. He's got good clips throughout his video. If you want to hear his criticism, commentary, whatever, go watch his video. Yeah, she seemed awesome. She said that joke don't mean shit compared to what she's been through, so she loved it. Okay. Danny boy looking sharp today like a skinhead. Andy Bobandy. Yes, today we smoke and we love Tubi at my house. Okay, I mean Tubi ain't bad, but it is funny. It's like sheep. It's not like Netflix, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with Tubi, but it's not Netflix. So it's like saying Walmart instead of like, a good place. Tubi's the Walmart Netflix. Maybe? I don't know. Dollar Tree? I don't know. Oh, Andrew Schulz is from Guy Code. So is Pete Davidson, Charlemagne, The God, Dan Soder, and all those other weirdos. Guy Code. Interesting. Let me skip forward here. So, yeah, he's Hollywood. He sucks. Blah, blah, blah. Well, whoops. At 14:27, Whitney brings out the worst in Schulz. Yes, I love this interaction between them. So if we skip forward just a tad here, 14:27, here we go.
Oh, it was cold.
Yeah.
It was really cold. And I think the progesterone that I've been on has been affecting me.
There's definitely something up.
What is it about it?
But you're definitely very pugnacious.
I think it's you. I think you bring it out of me. You make me a little bit more excited.
I love that word.
No, it's sweet.
I'm more sensitive now.
No, I think that we have like a very brother-sister dynamic, I think.
Towards the end of the podcast.
So that's kind of how I feel about it too. Looking back on it, especially how their vibe kind of calmed down towards the end here. It is kind of like a brother-sisterly, like back and forth bitching at each other. And that's why they can kind of get personal. Maybe their reactions are genuine and they're like, what the fuck did you just say? In the moment. But I think that's why they're comfortable, getting that personal with each other. All right. So we're going to finish this up probably, I think, one more stop on this video, but I'm going to release the Kraken here. I don't know if you guys know what the Kraken is, but I've got a volcano, otherwise known as a volcano. Oh my gosh, I wonder if this is ASMR. I'm sure that's not good. But we're heating something up for the old 420 special right now. Yeah. We'll have that going forward. But there's one more stop I wanted to make on this, I think. No, that was it. Yeah, so I thought it was funny at that point where she was like, we bring out the worst in each other, brother and sister kind of vibes. So then I was like, well, I saw the beginning of this video and I thought, wow, they seem very combative and like shitty to each other and this is wild. But then I watched the rest of his video and I kind of felt a little more lukewarm on it to like, okay, whatever. It seems like they're pretty chill with each other. So I ended that little experience in that video being like, well, maybe what she said was right. They're just kind of like brother and sisterly kind of bullshit love. There will be no nudity on the show today, by the way. Don't listen to anybody in chat. But they have this like brother and sisterly back and forth. So this wasn't that bad, I thought. Okay, so let's look into the other guy. What about Akash Singh? Is there anything up with this guy? Is he weird? Is he a weirdo? Is there anything going on in terms of maybe he's got some creepo shit going on? Who knows? I was curious to investigate the other guy whose name's tacked on there at the end. That they could probably easily lop off if they didn't, if he ever did do anything too bad. But okay, so this is heating up here, so we'll wait on that a little bit. It's gonna make a little bit of a noise, a nice ambient noise. Maybe it'll be some more ASMR for everybody while I fill that bag up right now.
Joe Biden, wake up.
Let's look at chat. Officer pulling here to spoil Danny's flash. Yeah, I mean, if this were Kick, I'd be doing a lot worse than that, baby. Yeah. I mean, I could pull. Yeah, see, guys get away with a lot more. Like, and I'm a voluptuous. Is that the word? I'm a little thicker. So if I pulled the puppies out a little bit, like, it might get a little graphic in here. I don't know if people really, really want the titties. But I guess in the meantime here, before we look at Akash, and while this is heating up here, let me pull the mic down. We got a little tap going on here. I can't believe I'm doing this live. Here, let me say. I feel like my stream feels so scuffed right now. This feels like a salvo stream. And I don't like to say that, but, I guess this is how Ohio people get down. It's like, whatever, dude. You're here. You're buckled in. Get in for the watch, okay? I'm going to talk shit about more people right in a second. It's the 420 special. You might only see the back of my head and like my back and shit right now because I'm doing something. that I don't really want to show. Look, I went for the mic on the mic stand when it's sitting down here in front of me. Oh my god, dude, this is chaotic for me. I don't get down like this, so apologies, guys. I won't make a here. I won't make a regular occurrence of this. Okay, I think it's back where it was. I hope you all saw that nice fog machine shot, baby. Oh my god, I need an editor. Somebody that has to fucking chop this shit up, cut the dead air out. No, good thing that the Clout Morning Show is a live show only. You have to watch it back exactly how it happened. Base 420 moments. Thank you. Was that the appropriate soundbite for that? No. Nice to see you, Maggot Edits. Here, let's see. Man, I haven't played any good soundbites lately. How about this?
I want to be ninja.
Great soundbite. Love that. Love that. Love that. Maybe
let's go back to the hotel. I'll suck your dick.
Maybe.
Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch.
Maybe.
Have a terrific day.
Maybe.
Ask what is a woman? They don't know that.
A little Roseanne.
I thought the bitch was white.
And then finish it off with.
Fuck you, Dan. Fuck you, Dan.
Oh man, that's not very nice. Anyways, let's look at this. So this is Akash. Akash Singh. I don't know if I'm saying this dude's name right. Who cares? But this is the co-host on Flagrant. And I thought, okay, let's see if I can find anything on him. Nah, didn't really find anything too interesting, okay? Not anything too crazy. He seems a little worse than the other guy at comedy and, like, says worse, shittier things. And I think you'll see this as a good example of that as we watch here. But watch this interaction. This is him versus a British heckler, as you see down here. We won't watch the whole thing, but I just thought this was such a fucking good interaction, especially he's like backstage with his comedian buddies. He's like, yeah, dude, you saw this guy right in the front, fucking, he's sitting right out front and he's acting like, what the fuck? It's so funny to me.
Did that guy suck for all of you? You're first, you're second. Did he suck for you?
So they're talking about
yeah, that's true. I came from
an audience
when I was
member.
10, but I've been meeting all kinds of people in America, right?
He sucked for you because you said something.
I said you look like you read a lot of books.
Yeah, I wish I was reading one right now.
I don't know what I did to deserve this hostility, but
I love that. I mean, here's the thing. If you're doing stand-up comedy and you're fucking talking to audience people and shit, you have to be prepared for pretty much anything. Why does everyone assume that guy sitting in the front row, you know, is automatically your biggest fan there to see you? You know, people go out on dates with other people. People just show up at this kind of thing. A comedy show is an easy thing to just tune into. So, uh-oh. I think we're getting close to liftoff here. We'll get there. But, yeah, like, I feel like this guy isn't in the wrong here in the front. Mr. British dude that's like, I'd rather be reading a book right now. Your fucking shit sucks that bad. You know, I'm not here for your dumbass shit. Don't ask a guy then. If you don't like the answer, don't ask the front row dude then. I mean, don't just make assumptions. Let's look through chat just a little bit here before. These are the people prior to Akash going on. So I'll tell you when it's Akash. This is just some Joe Schmo that tried to heckler is a loose term too at this point, because this guy got talked to specifically and then responded. I mean, yeah, he's heckling a little bit in his response, but like, you should have asked this dude. Let's look at chat. Base 420 moment. Thank you. I want to see Salvo's goodbye. I guess we could look at Salvo's goodbye at some point. Let's finish out the Flagrant thing, and then before we get into the alley, Akbar, dude. That's his real last name. Okay, I'm not being racist. His last name is Akbar. Look it up. Yeah, we can look at Salvo's goodbye. I don't care. He's not leaving. This fucking idiot. This is a fucking thing he's doing again. It's always a thing. It's always a fucking thing, okay? There's no doubt in my mind. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but don't mind the the crinkling. But there's no doubt in my mind that this motherfucker's going to be back. Okay? No doubt in my mind. He left for whatever amount of time because he was getting accused of all this fucking dirty ass shit, Salvo. And then came back and still has thousands of people watch his shit all the time. He still does now. I mean, I tuned in to his stupid 24-hour live stream joke. He was like sleeping when I saw him. But I tuned into that shit, and I mean, there were still hundreds of people watching. It's like, yeah, this guy's not going anywhere. Okay, there's tons of people that watch this motherfucker. As much as anybody hates him, he still gets watched by tons of people, so I don't think this one's as bad as pulling out the old fucking boob tube. So I don't mind having this on screen as much. But here, let's let this video roll a little bit after I look at chat just a tad bit more. I hope he's gone forever. Me too. Danny's weed cough sounds like Ethan Klein's meme cough. Great. That's awesome. I thought the bitch was white. Maggot Edits is here. What up? Beck says Akash is just on the podcast to be a laugh track to make Andrew Schulz feel better. I mean, yeah, he is, dude. I noticed that a lot too when I was looking at a lot of his shit. Like, Akash like sits next to him and does the whole like hype man laugh. You know, he's like hits him on the shoulder and is like, yeah, you're so fucking funny, dude. Bass joke, dude. I mean, like, he's that guy for sure, the hype man. Akash's comedy special is good. That's interesting. I'm not sure if I would be into this guy's kind of comedy, but fair enough. I'll let you guys be the judge. Volwander says it's good. Ghoulish, nice to see, or Zulish. Zulish Gozarian, nice to see you. One time I got kicked out of a comedy club for laughing at the comedian instead of with them. What the fuck? Yeah, see, Poland's getting in trouble all the time for her antics. I mean, I can't imagine getting kicked out of a comedy club for laughing. Interesting. We have Mega Edit says, what do you think of the Salvo Hujan beef? I mean, what do I think of it? Okay. I'll give you my base take. All I've seen is like Hujan was a big fan of Salvo, constantly retweeting his stuff, which is fine, whatever. I mean, if you're a fan of somebody, you're a fan of somebody. He was retweeting his shows and like hyping him up and chat and stuff, which is whatever. He's a fan. That's fine. I don't know what he was trying to get out of it or if he was trying to get anything out of it, but Hujan was definitely simping for Salvo at one point. And then, I don't know, I didn't watch his dumb stream where he doxed, I guess Salvo doxed Hujan because he misunderstood Hujan in a moment of, oh, you need to show my document on screen, but the document had Hujan's information on it? What? I don't know, dude. This is what happens when you deal, I mean, like, this is what I think, ultimately. When you deal with people like Salvo, unfortunately, you're always going to get fucked. This guy sucks ass, okay? How many times? How many times does everybody that interacts with him have to get fucked? Literally and figuratively. It's almost every time. Okay? Seriously. Am I not wrong? Everyone that fucks with him ends up hating him and regretting that they ever fucked with him. Keemstar. I'm sure, you know, right now Edwin's in the dirt with him, but I'm sure Edwin's like, fuck this guy. I don't know why I ever fucked with him. Hujan, huge is what I call him. Huge is another example of like, he was a fan of him, whatever, but that's what happens. When you're a fan of a shithead dude, don't be surprised when he shits. He sucks ass. He's always sucked ass. Ever since he got pushed off stage by Salvo, he sucks ass. I'm actually on Salvo's side with the Hujan stuff. Danny's bad take. Well, my producer's saying I'm fucked now, so there you go. Anyways, there you go. The Hujan, huge, as I like to call him, and Salvo beef aside, let's watch Akash from Flagrant, okay? Here, like we were. This is one of the dumbasses before him, but Akash gets up on stage and starts heckling or getting heckled by this British guy. Let's watch.
Just trying to have a good time here. Just a comedy show, you know what I mean?
Dude, I asked him a question and he rolled his eyes. I was like, what do you, fuck my wife? Fuck you, dude. I don't have to put up with this from you, you fuck.
It's hilarious
How do you guys
to
know each other?
me.
Can I ask? Are you comfortable talking about it? If not, as well.
Before he goes in here, this is the exact confrontation. You know, like, why do you get offended by somebody sitting in the front row rolling their eyes or whatever? It's like, what the fuck? Who cares? Just don't look at the dude. I'm sure people are all making all kinds of different faces and reactions. Like, it's your fault you're in your head that bad. I mean, shit. Get real, dude. This is facial expression is just the tip of the iceberg. They're not even saying anything to you, you fucking sensitive fucking ninny. Ninny? You fucking ninny?
Bruh.
It's all good. We can move on.
We met on Hinge.
You met on Hinge.
They met on
Yeah, dude,
Hinge.
the South is more open-minded than you think. Don't be so nervous. You know what I mean? There's some fucking... You're not nervous? What are you? Tell me what emotion you're feeling.
He's British. He's really confused.
He's confused by Indians as a Brit? I don't think he is, to be honest with you.
So right now, the guy hasn't even really said anything to begin with. Like, this is literally just Akash here fucking doing his thing. Going in. This is just Akash going in on old boy.
I think he's looking at me like, why does this guy have freedom?
I mean, he didn't say that. You made the joke, dickhead.
And I'm trying to power through the set. But when I'm done with my set and I see him doing this, that shit, there is no way your fucking left hand is more interesting than what we're doing up here for an hour.
You clearly want to go home. I don't know why the fuck he didn't leave already.
45 minutes.
Sitting here picking his fucking calluses on his hand for 10 minutes. Just go. Who gives a fuck?
And then
Yeah. Why don't you take a little bit of your own advice, you little sensitive little bitch? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a
Pussy clot.
fuck, dude? For real. I don't understand why he freaks out so much about like somebody being indifferent to his show. Maybe he's not even there to see you, dude. Like it seems like this guy's first time ever going on stage and somebody not just fucking he's the most funny. Oh my, did you hear that Indian joke? Like, what the fuck is he supposed to do?
And I just fucking lost it. I was like, done with all my jokes.
smart.
Fuck this guy. He deserved
Fuck
it.
this guy.
I don't know if we put this out because it's so mean, but he fucking deserved it. It was fun
Like
to be
what?
honest with you. I had a good time.
How is this more polite than just getting up and walking out? The guy thinks he's funnier than me. Fucking Brits, dude.
I'm so glad that bitch died. So glad that bitch died. Never been more glad a bitch died in my life.
This is where it all rolled out of control for me, and we won't watch anymore. I won't make you suffer through that. But yeah, he's like going on a haha, the queen died, that's funny. Which is like, okay, yeah, that's funny. Okay. Everybody made a queen dying joke. Good one. But why would this even offend this dude? This would be even more so, okay? As I'm putting myself in this dude's shoes, he's saying this shit to me. Even more so, yeah, 45 minutes in, I'm not going to go from, you say this shit to me, I'm not going to go from not being interested to you talking shit to, oh, okay, now I'm interested. Thank you. You said all that shit about me. I'm going to sit here for the rest of the show and be very interested and act like this is the best thing I've ever heard. Like, what the fuck do you expect, dude? Yeah, he's still looking at his hand. He's here on a date or something with the fucking dude from Hinge. You already heard, dumbass. So why the fuck would he leave? Why would I leave if I already paid for it anyways? What kind of craziness is this? This guy's a dumbass. And that's where it really stops, though. I mean, the rest of this is just him going in on this guy, but my end-all take on Flagrant and Akash and Andrew is, while they're not my cup of tea, while they're not like what I watch, they're pretty harmless. I mean, it's just some dudes, okay? It's just fucking... They're just some dudes, more commentators online. If they're your flavor and you think they're funny, then fine. I think Akash is a little sensitive fucking suck ass. He sucks. He's the hype man. He's the guy that laughs in the corner. It seems like, at least in that interaction, I'm not really interested in his shitty comedy either. Or the way he fucking deals with the way some guy sitting here doing nothing. What the fuck? So funny to me. So, that was that with them. And yeah, after watching this clip, a couple Andrew Schulz clips, and a couple Flagrant clips, I was like, yeah, these guys are harmless. It's not really anything. I mean, the biggest criticism I have of them, honestly, is they have too many mics, dude. They have way too many people. Sometimes it's just like Andrew, a guest, and Akash. I didn't flub anybody's name. Andrew, a guest, and Akash. But then sometimes it's like Andrew, a guest, Akash, 2 or 3 other dudes on the other side of the couch that are all carrying on. And you heard with the Whitney and Andrew back and forth that they get into like chipmunk mode where they're like, oh, blah, 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 and they're laughing and giggling and whatever. And there's fucking 6 of them in a room. Like, nobody can get a word in, and they all sound stupid. So, yes, they suffer from too many heads. I think a lot of shows suffer from too many heads. You know, like, Kevin and I is good. I think 3 could be good in certain occasions. I think a panel can be good, too. Like, there are certain shows where you can have, like, 8 people on, but it's kind of like everybody takes their bit to talk. But that's not how it works on these podcasts a lot, especially like Andrew Schulz. There's just 8 people in a room, and it's free-for-all. So it sounds stupid. I don't know. I don't know how people watch this shit half the time, but that's my biggest criticism. If they ever have a guest that's like not a loud, charismatic, like carrying on comedian, it's just some other person, you know, some random person, whether it's a YouTuber or whatever that they're like interviewing, they probably can't get a word in edgewise because these guys are all carrying on and fucking freaking out. But that's the worst thing I could say about them. They seem like a big nothing burger. I'm not too offended by them. I mean, I thought, like I said, the video that we watched with Maggot. I'm looking at Maggot's Twitter right now to find this. I'm looking at Maggot's Twitter right now to find this Salvo thing. So I totally just off-tracked my brand there. There you go. I'm totally fucked. Too high for the show. I don't even remember what I was talking about because I was looking for this Salvo quitting video. But anyways, I mean, whatever I was saying, Flagrant's all right, dude. Smoke a little weed if you don't like Flagrant. I mean, they're whatever. They don't bother me that much. Here we go. I think I found it.
Some good times.
Okay. So she even says it here, MAGA edits, shouts out. Don't know whether it's bait or not. Knowing Salvo, it could be, but apparently Salvo is out. He's leaving. Will it be for good? We'll see, I guess. I don't care either way. And yes, I'm aware the video is posted by the fake Salvo, but he posted this video and then dipped. I think I have fake Salvo on here too, but whatever. We'll just look at this. Shouts out to Maggot.
I'm out. I'm done.
He kind of looks fucked up. Why is he in the car doing this too? I'm done.
It was a pleasure. It was really good.
His mustache is kind of like mine. That's gross.
Really fun. We accomplished a lot. We had some laughs. We had some cries.
Yeah.
We had some good times. Highs and lows.
No.
For the past year. I'm out. I'm done.
Deuces.
I'm over it. It's not worth it. Goodbye.
I mean, my take, typical Salvo fashion, this is just fucking attention-grabbing bullshit. I mean, yeah, whatever. We'll see. I'm not going to fucking hold on to any hope that I never have to see that fucking greasy motherfucker ever again. I hoped this last time. I hoped and prayed. I was like, oh, fuck. Finally, I don't have to hear this guy carrying on about how he hates fat bitches, they said like 1,000 times in 10 different fucking joke variations or fucking whatever, dude. He carries on about everything. Says Diorio's fat, says Augie's gay, says this, says that, whatever. It's fucking Keemstar. He jerks off on Brantley's clothes at Keemstar's house. Fucking, haha, he's so funny, edgy. You know it would be really edgy, Salvo? If you fucked off. Fuck you. My base take on 420 is, Salvo, if you were really edgy, you would fuck right off. Come back in like 10 years. And you can do like another lap, like a discount Leafy or something. But as for right now, fuck yourself. I don't really care that much, to be honest. Salvo's whatever. It's whatever. I've always not liked him, but never been too passionate about giving a shit, to be honest. He can fuck off. Fuck off. Anyways, so the Salvo side route, the little Salvo stop there aside, we can get into some Ali Alexander and some fucking around with him. Damn, we are an hour in. I guess since this is 420 special and I'm having fun, we'll keep it on rolling, okay? We'll keep going here. We'll look at Ali Alexander because I don't want to leave it on the floor. And I also don't want to talk about Ali Akbar Alexander, the Stop the Steal American First Creepo. The freaks, dude. It's another freak. God damn it, it's another freak. Of course. Ali Alexander, once I pull him up here. Actually, let me just pull up a picture of him on Google. Ali Alexander. I mean, I put like Crimson Chin vibes on the little description in the doc, but I mean, you can kind of there's a specific word for it. It's like the hackbird chin or the hackbird jaw or whatever. I mean, here, let's look. I mean, that's a bad picture there. You can't really see much, but like him and Nikki Fuentes, I mean, you know, if he's hanging out with Nikki Fuentes,
Tucker, don't make me your op, okay? Mexicans are based, okay? Jews based. Black people based.
Don't forget, Nikki Fuentes here, big fan of Ali. Nikki Fuentes, Ali Alexander. I can't talk. Ali Alexander, okay? Ali Akbar. Nikki Fuentes, big fan of him, which is kind of funny, you know, right? Like, I wonder why Nikki Fuentes is friends with the allegedly pedophile weirdo creep sending his D pics to young boys, actually. Young boys in his orbit. So 15 even, as young as. Maybe younger. We're going to look at a lot of his weirdness. Right here, I've got the Telegram post that he addressed. Excuse me, for 420. He addressed all this shit on Telegram. He's been being accused of, you know, essentially exchanging pics with young men in his orbit, okay? Ali Alexander finally addressed the reoccurring rumors that he repeatedly solicited underage boys for sexual content, releasing an apology on Friday for his sexual identity struggles. That was the thing. While continuing to deny the allegations of receiving illegal material. So let's just look at what he actually said here. Boom. This is too gay. So this dude, in response... okay, to people accusing him of exchanging pictures with 15, Aiden Duncan, Smiley, said he was 15 when he was reached out to by Ali, okay? So, in response to accusations that he exchanged pictures and was inappropriate with this 15-year-old, he says, this is too gay. While my audience is familiar with me battling SSA, same-sex attraction, okay? Now, this one's a funny one. This one's a funny one to me. Have you guys heard of this term, SSA, same-sex attraction? He's gay. He just likes dudes. What do you mean struggling with same-sex attraction? It's like he put a medical term to it. Like, what the fuck does that mean? This is too gay. That's the tail end of that nasty thing. Goodness. All right. I apologize for any inappropriate messages sent over the years. Forgive me. While having repented before God and confess at church, I want my supporters and those involved to hear my apology today. When I've flirted, or others have flirted with me, I've flexed my credentials or dropped corny pickup lines. Okay, so this is his description here. This is, again, Ali Akbar saying all this on Telegram. Okay? When I've flirted or others have flirted with me, I flexed my credentials or dropped corny pickup lines. Other times, I've been careless and should have qualified those coming up to me's identities during the flirtatious banter at the start. So essentially he's saying, oh, some of these people came up to me and flirted with me. Maybe they were underage, or maybe it was an inappropriate relationship there to be having. I should have asked them who they were right at the beginning before I decided to get their dick pics or whatever. Should have asked first who they were. Nothing unlawful has occurred, he says. Seeing false claims alongside real messages is a deceptive technique. Some have retracted, and other individuals say deceptively edited, which is why I waited. All of this is designed to be a literal predator, or all of this is designed by a literal predator to take advantage of admitted sins and hurt my allies. Okay, so he's framing this as like there's a real predator out there somewhere, okay? A literal predator trying to take advantage of my admitted sins, okay? So whoever is putting all this hate and, all these rumors out, they are the predator. And they're preying on him, Ali, right now. Ali, whatever. They're preying on him, taking advantage of him, and trying to hurt his allies. One recent individual attacked me to hide their own sexual identity struggles. Milo, actually. Milo Yiannopoulos. I won't attack back because these fights benefit no one's redemption. Others have been fake accusers or literal honeypots eager to frame me. There's no excuses. I'm going to use my resources to get counseling, blah, 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 blah. So pathetic ass excuse from Mr. Ali here. Blah. Pathetic excuse and pathetic response on Telegram. Yeah, I apologize for any inappropriate messages sent over the years. Forgive me. He's battling same-sex attraction. He has repented before God. All this jazz. He gets suspended. Dun, dun, dun. From Twitter. Alt-right Stop the Steal organizer and alleged child groomer Alexander has been suspended from Twitter after being accused of asking teenage boys for nude photos in exchange for access to his political network. Boom. So he gets banned on Twitter for it too. So they're taking it very seriously. I mean, check this out. So this is the tip of the iceberg shit that we're going to get into here. I love pictures like that. You got him hanging out with Marge and Mr. Donald Trump there. Weirdly enough, Nick Fuentes, friend and supporter of Ali, knew about Ali's misdeeds for a long time. Milo Yiannopoulos, former gay, details in this tweet here. So let's check this out. Former gay. He's reformed, actually. I think he went to one of those, things, and they brainwashed him, and he's straight now. Milo is. Whatever he says. Milo has posted multiple text conversations that show Nick Fuentes knew about Ali Alexander Akbar. See, I told you it was Akbar. And didn't care. Milo warned Nick about allowing him and his fans countless times. allowing him and around his fans countless times, and Nick continued to protect him. So, yeah, I know that, yeah, I'm high, and I fumbled that a little bit. Milo warned Nick, don't let Ollie around your fans because he's a fucking weirdo. And he just wants to use you to get to your fans and be creepy and weird, okay? Let's look at some of these texts. How many of your fans does he have to molest? 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 20? That's Milo. Straight up about it. I didn't know. I didn't see him buy a ticket. I think after 50, we're probably going to have to cut him off. So that's Nicky Fuentes joking about Ali Akbar. Actually, you know, Milo's telling him essentially here, oh, he's a fucking creep and he's preying on your fans. And he's like, well, you know, he makes a joke about it, which it's Nicky Fuentes. I mean, are we surprised? Milo laughed pretty hard at that and says, oh, okay. And Nick says, jokes aside, yeah, it's an issue. Milo says he wants to come to AFPAC, which is like whatever, some kind of Republican and alt-right fucking bullshit, to blow 17-year-olds rant over. But that's one time. Then they've got another time. Milo reaches out again. It's an open secret in right-wing circles and gay right-wing circles. I didn't know there were very many gay right-wing circles, but that's what Milo's saying. My instincts tell me the Christianity stuff is insincere and desperate. He's talking about Ali Alexander here. Oh boy, okay, thanks for the heads up. That's not going to be good for me, but if he's raping kids, he shouldn't be allowed in politics. So this is another time he's being warned. Typical grooming stuff, Milo says. Will come out this year, whether I release it or not. Okay. More text. The worst I've heard is he's asked a couple guys for dick pics. It goes further, of course, Milo says. Again, that's all I've heard directly. He says he's asking young boys for dick pics. Ew. You will never find a single living soul that will say that about me, Milo says. So he follows up. He qualifies it by saying, hey, look, I might be a disgusting fucking weirdo myself, Milo. Me, Milo, I might be a disgusting weirdo. But I'm not that weird. I'm not as weird as fucking Ali Akbar, dude. He's a freak. This guy's a fucking freak. So you see that interaction there, you start to realize, okay, Ali Akbar has been doing it for a while. People have known for a while. I guess this is how it goes down in these, you know, in these circles. We see it time and time again in Hollywood, and we see it, you know, I mean, in politics too. It's disgusting motherfuckers. Let's check this out. Republicans in chaos. Trump indicted on 34 felony counts. DeSantis too scared to criticize Trump. DeSantis, blah, 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 blah. I want to get down to this. Ali Alexander asking little boys to send him nudes. Ali Alexander threatening to blow the whistle on Marjorie Taylor Greene's crime. See, this is what I live for. I need Ali to spill all the beans, okay? He needs to come out with all the Titan Green files, okay? I want to see, like, you know that there's some... I'm being serious here. You know, allegedly in Minecraft, that there's some fucking Hunter Biden style videos and pictures of Titan Green out there. I guarantee you. Mark my words, dude. That lady's a freak. She's definitely out there with some crazy ass shit. And she's hanging out with freaks like this, like time and time again. You see the Titan Green especially. She hangs out with freaks like Ali Alexander and oh my God. They all are birds of a feather flying together, okay? And we'll see here again. Interesting correlation with our one true president. We've got this. You are who you surround yourself with. Okay? Keep that in mind with Ali Alexander. You've got Trump here with Matt Gaetz, pedo, allegedly. Pedo rapist Jeffrey Epstein. And Trump. Here, let me move my head. Pedo Ali Alexander here. So another one. Boom. And then whoever the fuck this guy is, Anton Lazaro. So that's 4. Another fucking weirdo. So, you know, it kind of rolls back to our one true president there a little bit. I didn't know that he hung out with so many of these fucking freaky ass weirdos. Okay. I found this video in pursuit of Ali Alexander stuff. And I thought this was hilarious for us to watch, okay? This is like boomers telling Zoomers, okay, what Ali Alexander, what's with him, okay, and Republicans here. Now, it'll explain a little bit about Ali Alexander, actually what he is. He's just like a talking head right-wing fucking dude. He's just another one of those guys that gets supported by like some millionaire that's a fucking weirdo freak that has like a blog online that some people listen and read, okay? That's what he is. But listen to this fucking boomer give us the fucking down low here. It made me laugh so fucking hard when I watched this. Boop.
Drag performances will now be illegal.
What is it with Republicans and penises? This is Ali Alexander of the Trump Stop the Steal campaign, just busted for trading dick pics with 15-year-old boys. Have you always hated gay people? But are you surprised, really? Republican men lead secret lives. On one hand saying gays are perverts.
Gays are So, like I said, boomers telling Zoomers what the fuck is up with Ali Alexander and Republicans here.
While the other hand is, well, you know.
What did you say?
While Swamp Butt Marjorie Taylor Greene attacks Democrats.
The Democrats are the party of pedophiles.
Former Republican Speaker Denny Hastert was a serial child molester. Jim Jordan turned his back while young wrestlers got the full Nelson.
Fuck that Jim Jordan guy, by the way. He's fucking Ohio representative, and he sucks dick. And yeah, he looked the other way when people were diddling.
And Matt Gaetz views the age of consent as more of a guideline. Thumbface here signed a law prohibiting teachers from explaining gay moms and dads to students, then threatened Disney for having Pride Day. And of course, it was Jeffrey Epstein who delivered Melania to Tiny Fingers.
If a man also...
I love that little diss there, too. It was Epstein that delivered Melania to Tiny Fingers. I didn't know that. This is some boomer fucking, like I said, trying to explain this all to us. So you take this all with a grain of salt. It's just funny. Listen, kids, this guy's a fucking freak, and they're all freaks, okay? You look at this one, you look at that one, you look at that one, they're all freaks. Listen, kids, get around and listen to my bald ass. I mean, he's even older than I am. Get around and listen to that fucking old freak. Let's take a look at chat. I haven't looked at chat for a little bit, so... let's see what everyone is talking about. And we're probably winding down here just in case you are all wondering. I mean, shit. I only plan to go an hour most of the time when it's just me. So here, let's look. Hujan is just constantly aggro with everyone on Twitter these days. Huge. He is the new commentary lol cow. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like to see Huge get into the controversies with all these people. I mean, it's kind of funny when he goes back and forth with like Now Recording or whoever else on Twitter. I mean, whatever. I'll watch the chaos. Lol cow, that's kind of I mean, Hujan, the public perception of you, huge. They're saying you're a lol cow. I don't know about that. Let's see. Pussy Clot. We got that.
Pussy Clot!
George Janko is way funnier comic than Akash. I don't know who George Janko is. I'd have to look him up. Is that the guy that's with fucking... no, I think I'm wrong here. That's not the guy that's with Jake or Logan Paul on his show, is it? Ugh. I don't know who George Janko is. Let's see. Paulin says, this happened to me. The comedian was like, you think you're funnier than me? And I was like, I'm just laughing. I did think I was funnier. I mean, of course. Paulin is the person. Paulin Springs, the person that sits in the crowd, okay, and looks at you judgingly, doesn't laugh, except when it's at you. Maybe you trip, or maybe you slip up. Then there's a laugh. You know, that's the way it goes. Queen Elizabeth III has passed away. House music drops. Yeah, see, we love that. Hello, Carla. Nice to see you. It sounds like his name is a guest. Akash? A guest? Interesting. Maybe that's not what you were talking about. Nice outfit, Danny. Thank you, Carla. Already high, so I'm like, who? Yeah, I mean, that's me now. For real. I've smoked enough at this point where I'm like, I don't even remember who you guys are in chat anymore, honestly. I mean, who are these people? I don't know who any of you are. Danny looks like he's having an allergic reaction. Yeah, exactly. Okay, listen to this. Now, me, a frequent consumer of medically given cannabis products, okay? I love it. I've been doing it for a long time, whatever. I've always had allergies, bad, since I was a kid, before I did any naughty stuff. So I've always had, like, pollen gets weird, or like the seasons change, and my eyes get puffy and water, they itch, I sneeze, the whole 9 yards. That has been my whole life. But since I've partook in cannabis legally, since I've done that, when I touch plant material, okay, weed, cannabis, when I touch it with my fingers, if I immediately go like this or to the eyes or nose, I'll fuck myself up. I mean, I'll start sneezing like a fucking, I don't even know. I don't know what sneezes a lot. I'll start sneezing a lot like me. I sneeze a lot when that kind of shit happens. My eyes water and itch and get puffy. It's because like the plant material, I guess, fucks with me, just like allergies and pollen and shit do. I don't know. That's my theory. But when I smoke it, it makes my head feel better. So there's that. That's the good thing, right? Salvo went missing. Oh, that sucks. He deleted the original. I'm not trying to look like Salvo. Would never want that. That's disgusting. Thank you. Hey, Danny, are you and Salvo relatives? I mean, it could be possible because he's an Ohio native like I am, so that's disgusting as well. I don't like that. Hopefully I'm not. He's greasy and Italian. That's a start. I mean, could be true. Who knows? I think Danny might be Salvo's dad. I might be Salvo's daddy. Who knows? I can never believe a single word that comes out of his piss gargling mouth. Doggo in the chat saying about Salvo pancakes, the piss gargler. Danny, stop talking about my family like this. I'm sorry, Poland. Ollie looks like Sammy Davis Jr. Same chin. Yeah, it's that Hapford jaw or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. Somebody has to actually put that in chat what that is because I can't look it up right now. We stand thick queens. I'm a thick queen. Especially today, I'm feeling extra thick in this outfit. Yeah, same-sex attraction. SSA. That means you're gay, I think. Sorry. It's me, Ice-T. I care now. Oh, doggo. Let's see. Doesn't matter left or right. They're all a bunch of creeps. I think Bex is onto something here. Definitely. This might be a controversial opinion, Poland says, but I think pedophiles don't all have the same political opinions. Like, they're probably on both sides. True. Very true. We're just drawing a little lines there to El Presidente, former El Presidente, and all of his P-word pedo friends. I mean, just drawing lines. I don't know what that means. Prove I'm not a pedophile right now. Well, I'm not. I guess you got to take me at my word. How do you prove? That's a good question. Poland is on to a good point. How do you prove you're not? Do we have to put everyone in a room and prove somehow that they're not a P word to just get rid of all the P words? No, this is some kind of crazy ass Nazi approaching take. I don't know what to do. Poland. Don't ask me for the answers. You got to prove to the people out there you're not a P word every day, okay? Also, please search George Janko. Okay, so one thing before I go. George Janko. Let's look him up. I don't know who he is apparently because he's not the guy with Logan Paul on the podcast. He's not Logan Paul's dude, right? George Janko, he is. He is, dude. I was right. This dude, Mr. Jesus lover, George Janko. Wait, why do I have to know this guy? I hope you guys are kidding that I have to know this guy. Right? No. Why is George Jenko famous? George Jenko, born January 3rd, 1993, so younger than me, is a social media personality and podcast host who became wildly popular on Vine. Oh, so he's a Viner. Great. Cool. God, I'm missing lots of epic George Fucko takes, I'm sure. George Fucko. Got him. All right, let's see here. Let's take one last look at chat, and then I'm getting the F out of here. It's time to blow down, baby. Here soon, I won't be able to get a word out, you know? I'm going to melt into the couch like the old Dare fucking commercial or whatever. The old Against Drugs PSA commercial where she's like melted into the couch. That's me soon. After a couple more of these volcanoes and a couple more little tubes down there, and I'll be fucking zooted. Couple more, what was that guy taking again? Xannies? Couple Xannies? I'm out, dude. Let's see. I love the Oingo Boingo's hit song Little Girls. Ooh. George is a good name. Praise Jesus. Yes, tell him. Tell him, Sweater Vest Quartet. Andy says George makes the best jeans. Okay. Beck says Jenko rules because he makes Logan very jealous with all of his many talents. I wish you well with your battle with Hep C and IBS. Thank you, Poland. I do not have any of those things. Leave me alone. Leave me alone about my medical history. All right, guys. It has been a great one here, poking around. I hope it's been coherent enough, me fucking partaking on the Lord's Day 420. If it hasn't been coherent enough, leave a like. If it has, leave a comment. And if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. Me and Kevin will be back on Sunday for episode 70. When am I going to quit? Should I be done? All right, guys. Peace. I'm out. It's been real. We've had a journey. We've been here together for a long time. We've got a lot done, but it's time for me to go. I need to get out of here.
Fuck you, Dan.
They don't like me anymore. I got in too many girls' DMs.
Fuck you, Dan.
Not me, okay? Not me. That was cosplaying for a second. I will catch you guys later. Thanks so much for coming out. I'll go rapid fire here. Doggo, appreciate you. Hash, appreciate you. Sweater Vest Quartet, my man. George, Red Death Mask, appreciate you. Palm Springs, appreciate you. Bex, appreciate you. Carla, Andy, appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Maggot, appreciate you. Thanks for coming out. Base 420 moments all day here. I already said Bex. I already said Hash. Yeah. I love all you guys. Thank you for coming out. We will catch you later. VW. VW. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. Can I get it? Can I get it right? Something like that.